So we start with a point just floating around in a plane, and then we give it a friend, and the two of them are just floating around doing their own thing. They can move independent of each other. Then we find the midpoint. It's the point that's in between them. So these two black ones are still independent, but this red one depends on them. If we connect the segment between the two, this red point is the bisector of the segment. And as we move around, that red point is still the bisector of this segment. Now, if we draw a line perpendicular to this black line through that red point, we've now find the perpendicular bisector. It's the bisector because it cuts it in half, and it's perpendicular because it's always at right angles to our segments. Now, if we pick some third point and then connect these segments, now we have a triangle, and these three vertices can still move independent of each other, and this is still fixed on those. Next, we can find the midpoints of these two segments. So now we have these three dots that represent the midpoints of the segments of the triangle. Then we can do the perpendicular bisector off of this point, and we can do the perpendicular bisector off of this point. Now notice what happens. These three red lines of the perpendicular bisectors, they intersect at the same point. No matter what we do with our triangle, these three perpendicular bisectors will always intersect at the same point. And you can see that point right there. This red point right here has a name. It's called the circumcenter. The reason it's called a circumcenter, if we draw a circle on the outside of this triangle, this blue circle right here, this circle is said to circumscribe the triangle. So this is the center of the circle that's circumscribing the triangle. So we call it the circumcenter. And no matter what we do with this triangle, no matter how we move these three edges, it will always be the center of that circle. As this triangle gets more obtuse, notice how this circle still goes through the three vertices of the triangle, and this intersection of the three perpendicular bisectors is still the center of the circle. Pretty cool, huh? You guys are awesome. Comment on what you'd like me to talk about next, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Anti-math.